So here's a match in the M8A1 tank destroyer. I think this was my first match ever in it, actually. I bought it about a month ago. Took me a while to get the equipment together for it and get a crew trained and everything. And then I decided to be brave and solo pub it. I usually don't solo pub low tiers unless I feel like losing. And of course I got stuck with highway from the shit spawn. Normally this would be very worrying, but I figured this thing is allegedly pretty overpowered, so I might get away with it. And we'll see how it goes. Our M2 medium immediately comes out with the worst advice in the world: stay in the circle. No. Don't stay in the cap circle, that's a useless position, but stay on this side of the river. So, generally these days pushing town from south spawn is accepted to be suicide. Unless the enemy team are exceedingly slow or very weak, not much armor or hit points, and you have them outmatched in either or both categories. You can see we had our 1C and our Stuart both run up there along with the M2, who told everyone to stay in the circle. Oh sorry, no, that's a different M2. We've got a decent number of guys going north, 1C spotting there. We've got two hetzers, one of whom, the better player, was actually using the 75, I'm pretty sure, not the derp. So I'm just trying to spot here with my binoculars, and sure enough, my passive scouting pays off, and I find this little guy, managed to snap a shot into his track. Now it's a good thing that was actually an APCR round I had loaded, because it hit him right in the back of the track. If it had been lower velocity AP, it would have probably missed. You can see I do struggle a bit with leading moving targets in these lower tier tanks with their slower shells. I was also having issues with me being clumsy and over traversing the turret. But you know. So I thought maybe I'd be able to knock down some cover, like I thought he was behind a destructible building or something, but apparently not. So all our guys who went into the town are all dead. We also lost our Panzer IV on this flank, but everyone else is okay. I tell that hetzer to drop back a bit. Let's see, he's the one that probably does need advice, the other one's sitting back, waiting for somebody to spot targets. I've still got my binocs up, so I can still see pretty far. I'm just waiting for something to happen. It's a fairly slow game. You can see actually our team was really into it. They were all sort of encouraging each other and giving out fairly decent advice, except that one guy at the start, which is nice. Auto aim doesn't work with shell velocities this low on moving targets. I was just hoping for favourable RNG there, but it was not a good idea. And now I need to take shots on these guys before they clear out our south. T-46 comes into the open, so I shift fire into him. Our Wolverine's still on the wrong side of the river. He's in a very vulnerable position, but the rest of our team have smartly stayed up on the ridge, except for the Churchill as well, who's under the bridge. So I bounced my first shot off the Panzer IV. Second pans. I have no idea what happened to my third. And then the Excelsior's up in town as well. I'm rather worried about him pushing him, since that thing has rather decent armor for this tier. For now, I just duck into this bush to try and get my binocs back up. And you can see I'm turning my back to the enemy. Now the reason is this thing doesn't have the armor to bounce shots anyway, and if I'm pointed away from them I can quickly mash the fucking R key and get out if I get spotted. I don't have Sixth Sense on this crew, I don't think. They're a fairly new crew. So you can see me going back to AP. I don't want to be shooting APCR if I don't have to. It's very expensive very quickly in these little tanks. The rate of fire is so high. I'm just waiting a little longer. See how Churchill's tooling about down the river. I tell him it's a bad idea, especially when he's one-shottable, and sure enough, he gets spotted. Fortunately, this guy stays lit long enough for me to put some fire on him. Bit of a Hail Mary there, but I did damage him, and somebody else got him as well, so he's quite badly hurt. He's going to want to play a bit more carefully now. So now the enemy Stug is spotted. It looks like they've given up on pushing the south. Now they want to push the north. So I'm going to relocate, ready to face either threat. And also see if I can respot that T-34. So you can see this is a bit of a waiting game, but at these low tiers you die so fast it's just not worth the risk of running out and having that happen to you. They do have a toaster which can one-shot most tier 4s, if not all tier 4s. So you can see the enemy team are getting rather hesitant about pushing up as well. Still got a VK 3001 that's never been spotted. Toaster's never been spotted, but I have a good idea where he probably is. And one of their Hetzers, well, their Hetzer, their only one, has never been spotted. So I'm looking for shots on this guy, but he's behind a building. So I just wait for him to drive back out. That sound is the Hetzer, the good one, who's still alive, trying to destroy cover, so he obviously has the 75 and not the 105. Still looking for shots, still can't get them. Just a little more patience. I'll let my team know that I don't have a shot on him, just in case. He does start reversing out there, but then this guy gets lit, so I shift fire to him straight away. Second shot, I think, hits the wreck. And my third tags him. The Excelsior is pulled back into cover. Type T-34 is currently behind cover. But this guy can one-shot me, so I quickly fire at him, and thankfully my team focus him down as well. So he doesn't even get a shot off. Now, since the Type T-34 got hit as well, it's just the Excelsior, the 3001 and the Hetzer to deal with, and the latter two have not been seen. So the M7's having issues penning the Excelsior. It seems like actually a lot of our guys are. I can't get a decent shot at his turret front, so I decided to deal with this guy first, who has a derp gun, which is a big threat to me, before I go flank the Excelsior. See, he was swinging his gun towards me there, so I panicked and ran. Thankfully the T-49, oh sorry, thankfully the Hetzer finished him off. The T-49 took out the Hetzer. So I was pretty impressed to see this level of coordination and reserve play from tier 4 drivers. Tier 5 drivers as well, but you know, sometimes hobbies will do the right thing even if their stats suggest they're useless. They might not be, they might just be lacking in guidance. I want to believe so anyway. It's the one thing that stops me from immediately cursing them out every time I get into a match. So now I start working towards the side of the Excelsior, try and work him over while my teammates hold his attention. And there we go, side shots. He gets one shot into me before I finish him off. Not a bad match, I don't think, and really shows what this little monster is capable of. It really is just a baby Hellcat.